Okay, so this is my MintMobile account. Yes, I got the $15 a month plan that they had going on. I got two accounts. Yes, two numbers for $90. It was 3 months, $90 for both, plus another 3 months each, which means we got 6 months each for $90. So till 6 months from today, it is paid. But is it as great as it sounds and seems? As you see, this is my account, and the data renews in 22 days. This account has only 5 gigabytes per month. So yes, the cap is very real, and it happens very fast. Now, I know the whole story, but well, if you have Wi-Fi, yeah. If my aunt had that stuff, she would be my uncle. But the reality of the things is that I don't have Wi-Fi in my pocket everywhere I go. Sometimes I might need to check a quick email or something. And with the data that we have today, how the internet stands today, this is not nowhere nearly enough for anything. Maybe in the early 2000s up to 2010, I would say, okay, 5 gigabyte was okay. Because, you could get pictures for probably a few kilobytes and all that stuff. Today, you have a picture up to 200 megabytes. You have videos into gigabytes. Watching a YouTube video in a decent quality is a few gigabytes. Now, you tell me, how would you spend 5 gigabytes? Mine, I spent in 3 days. Literally 3 days. That's how long 5 gigabytes lasted me. Who is this good for? Well, this is good for somebody that stays at home the whole time. And yes, you have a paid Wi-Fi at home, because a lot of people forget that when you buy Mint Mobile, you're calculating the Wi-Fi. But Mint Mobile and Ryan Reynolds, as much as I like him, they're not paying for my Wi-Fi. My ISP that charges me over $100 a month, that's not free. I'm paying that separately. So you kind of pick your poison here. This would be great, for example, for my grandma. She doesn't spend a lot. She would not check anything, maybe check a few pictures of ours and all that stuff. Good. Who else would it be okay or up to almost good for? My dad. Yeah, probably he would check an email. He would try to make a Zoom call once in a while, and that's it. Okay, works for him. Me? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's cheap, but 5 gigabytes are absolutely nothing. Half of it will go, if you travel, will go just on Google Maps. Plus, we have apps on the backgrounds that need to send us notifications. Are you gonna block your banking app? Are you gonna block your Google Play Store app? Are you gonna block all the apps to save data? So don't forget your exchange here. Now you're not getting notified if something happened for the sake of it's only 5 gigabytes. Yeah, you're paying only $15. I understand that. Makes sense. Okay, it makes sense. But in reality, this is not nearly enough. It's not even close. It is super cheap. I gotta tell you, it is extremely cheap. But so is Freedom Pop. So is Text Me Now. So is other plans and other companies that do the same. Do I think this is bad? Absolutely not. It's really good. It has coverage everywhere, because it runs on T-Mobile. That part is really good. Now you can get plans that are unlimited or with more gigabytes. They will cost you more. And if you want to add more data, this is what grinds my gears really bad. It reminds me of Sprint back in the 2000s. $10 per 1 gigabyte. $20 for 3 gigabytes. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Where does that come from? 1 gigabyte, $10. Do you even understand what is 1 gigabyte in 2023? 1 gigabyte is nothing. This video you're watching right now will be over 3 gigabytes that I'm uploading to YouTube. One video. And this video doesn't have a lot of colors and changes and motion graphics and all that, huh? And it runs 3 gigabytes almost. So you tell me, how do you seriously justify 1 gigabyte for $10? It makes 0 sense. So yeah, but if you want something for cheap, dirt cheap, and you want to buy in bulk, and you don't really care about the data as much, and you just want enough speed to maybe check an email if you have enough time to wait, well, yeah, fine. Let me show you my phone because that's another thing. Nobody on YouTube is talking about the speeds after the 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes or 20 gigabytes, whatever your plan is. Nobody's talking about those speeds. I know it's 128 kilobytes. Yes, I'm gonna leave you a link for MintMobile. If you wanna go get it, yes, they'll give you $15 or $20 or something off approximately a month or two for free. I'm gonna do that. Fine, I get something out of it, I think a month or half month or whatever, so kinda we both get the same thing here. But what happens here is that what are the speeds after you spend that data? Is it usable? Is it usable when it comes to internet? The minutes and the messages, those are untouched. Those work perfect the whole time. You don't need to worry about that part. My whole video right now is about the internet part of it. If you're worried about the minutes and the text messages, no, those are unlimited. You can have fun with them the whole time. If you buy for 6 months or a year, whatever, that will not be touched. As you see, eSIM 1 is my Mint number on it. Well, let's go to speed test, I guess, really quick, and see what the speeds are with Mint Mobile. And as you see, yes, it's running on T-Mobile US, obviously. Let's check the speeds. I spent my 5 gigabytes. That is the truth here. And as you see, it drops to around 128 kilobits or less per second. This is absolutely unusable for anything. So it drops to literally what I would call 3G speeds or less. So that's 2.5G, I would say, was back in the 2002, something like that, when I was messing with Nokias and LGs and all that. Sometimes we kind of had these kind of speeds and we had to set up the APN and all that. Whoo! If you remember, this speed is absolutely mediocre. At least it should be 512 or a megabyte. At least a megabyte. Come on. Yeah, I know I paid only $15, but a megabyte. And here's the other one. Nothing loads. I'm on Play Store right now. It will not load unless you have 5-6 hours. And sometimes it will say connection timeout because it doesn't load. Let me check the email. Probably the emails are preloaded. And if I refresh my email, good luck with that. It will not load. I tried it and it went absolutely nowhere. Now, as I'm saying, it sounds like I'm bashing it and all that. No, I'm not bashing it. For the price, okay, it does okay. But to say that 5 gigabytes are enough that I heard some other YouTube videos, absolutely not. Unless you're my grandma. For her, 5 gigabytes might be enough. Not even my dad is that enough. And the price here, 1 gigabyte for $10, you're ridiculous. You are ridiculous now. What do you think, we're driving Ferraris here while hunting for $15 deals a month here? If we had this kind of money, I wouldn't be on Mint. I'd be Verizon, just splurge in there. Not that they have anything more, but seriously, you're trying to help people save money, but then you blast me from the back of my head with 1 gigabyte for $10. Come on, Ryan. Well, I know it's not Ryan alone now. It's Ryan and T-Mobile together, so yeah, that's how it works. But anyway, I will share the link if you want to grab Mint Mobile for yourself or family, whatever, if you like the deals they have going on. I don't even know what deals they have, actually, to be honest with you. So you'll just have to check it and you get something. You get $15 or $20 or whatever. Let me check refer a friend, I think, here. This is my plan. Yeah, I have the 6 months, 5 gigs. My current month is 1. That's interesting. I'm going in a good spot here. And there's a Mint family. It's not that the worst, but seriously, for $15, you could make after the data cap at least a megabit. At least a megabit. And one more thing what hits me here, like a bulldozer, to replace the SIM card. Replacing the SIM card will cost you $10. I understand, but do you get that we are talking about Mint Mobile that's partially part of T-Mobile? We're talking about huge money here. If you're on the other side with US Mobile, I can drop you a link for those two. They're a little bit more expensive, but at least after the data cap, you still have decent speeds actually, 15, 20 to 30 megabit per second. After you spend your 50 gigabytes. And I'm not joking. And they will send you a SIM card for free. Yes, because mine, I registered on eSIM. I wanted to try that stuff, and yeah, regrets are coming over. But seriously, you cannot send a free SIM card as courtesy for a new customer that bought 6 months for 2 numbers. 6 and 6, that would be 12 months. Anyway, I will leave you my referral link there if you guys want to check it out. We both get whatever they give us. I don't even know. Seriously, I don't know. So we'll see you next time. This is what Mint has to offer. This is what it does. So if you're looking to answer what happens after the 5 gigabytes, this was the answer. Those are the speeds. Doesn't matter what you do. The speeds are capped at that. I tried it with VPN and everything. Nope, it stays at that. So just be mindful of what you're buying. It's not a bad company when you still have the 5 gigabytes. It's blazing fast. And sometimes the background apps will eat those gigabytes somehow almost triples. But I noticed it go from 2.8 to 1.8 in one day without me touching the phone. Just saying. Anyway, with that said, we will see you next time, and this video has not been sponsored by MintMobile or T-Mobile or Ryan Reynolds. With that said, again for real this time, we'll see you next time, and link will be below. Bye.